Hello, Rama Rama Puput. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with the next part. Man's real nature is happiness. Happiness is inborn in the true self. His search for happiness is an unconscious search for his true self. The true self is imperishable. Therefore, when a man finds it, he finds a happiness which does not come to an end. But the world is so unhappy. Yes, but that is because the world is ignorant of its true self. All men, without exception, are consciously or unconsciously seeking for it. Even the wicked, the brutal, and the criminal, I ask. Even they sin because they are trying to find the self's happiness in every sin which they commit. This striving is instinctive in men, but they do not know that they are really seeking their true selves, and so they try these wicked ways first as means to happiness. Of course, they are wrong ways, for a man's acts are reflected back to him. So, we shall feel lasting happiness when we know this true self. The other nods his head. A slanting ray of sunshine falls through the unglazed window upon the Maharishi's face. There is serenity in that unruffled brow. There is contentment around that firm mouth. There is a shrine like peace in those lustrous eyes. His unlined countenance does not belie his revelatory words. What does the Maharishi mean by these apparently simple sentences? The interpreter has conveyed their outward meaning to me in English. Yes, but there is a deeper purport which he cannot convey. I know that I must discover that for myself. The sage seems to speak not as a philosopher, not as a pandit trying to explain his own doctrine, but rather out of the depth of his own heart. Are these words the marks of his own fortunate experience? What exactly is this self of which you speak? If what you say is true, then there must be another self in man. His lips curve in a smile for a moment. Can a man be possessed of two identities, two selves? He makes answer. To understand this matter, it is first necessary for a man to analyze himself, because it has long been his habit to think as others think. He has never faced his I in the true manner. He has not a correct picture of himself. He has too long identified himself with the body and the brain. Therefore, I tell you to pursue this enquiry. Who am I? He pauses to let these words soak into me. I listen eagerly to his next sentences. You ask me to describe this true self to you. What can be said? It is that out of which the sense of the personal I arises and into which it shall have to disappear. Disappear? I echo back. How can one lose the feeling of one's personality? The first and foremost of all thoughts, the primeval thought in the mind of every man is the thought I. It is only after the birth of this thought that any other thoughts can arise at all. It is only after the first personal pronoun I has arisen in the mind that the second personal pronoun you can make its appearance. If you could mentally follow the I thread until it leads you back to its source, you would discover that just as it is the first thought to appear, so it is the last to disappear. This is a matter which can be experienced. Let's continue the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupotu.